Fixed-term tenancies could be scrapped. Are you ready for what that means? Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome back to Concentric TV, the place where we break down legislation, compliance and market changes so landlords like you can stay ahead of the curve. Today we're diving into something that could change the way you let out your properties, the proposed end of fixed-term assured short-hold tenancies. Now, it's worth noting this isn't law yet. This is part of the Renters' Rights Bill, which is still going through Parliament, but the intention is clear. The government wants to move all tenancies to a rolling periodic model. No fixed end dates, just open-ended tenancies that continue month to month. And while this might sound daunting, it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what this could mean for you as a landlord, and more importantly, how to get ahead of it. I'll be sharing 5 actionable steps you can take to protect your income, stay compliant, and keep your properties working for you, even if fixed-term tenancies are phased out. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the final point because it could actually give you more control than you think. So let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. What is a periodic tenancy? Under the proposed changes, landlords would no longer be able to issue a fixed-term agreement, say 12 months. Instead, the tenancy would automatically roll on a monthly basis, giving tenants the ability to leave with just 2 months' notice at any point. No need to wait until the fixed term ends. For landlords, this means more flexibility for tenants, but potentially less certainty for you. You won't be able to plan around a specific end date, and that might impact your cash flow, your ability to line up future tenants, or even your plans to sell or refinance the property. So, the first step, get really familiar with how periodic tenancies work and how notice periods apply. This is no longer something just for a few long-term tenants. This could become every tenancy you offer. Next up, now is the time to review how you currently manage tenancy renewals. Many landlords, especially those with long-term tenants, routinely renew fixed term every 6 or 12 months. Some even rely on fixed term clauses to implement annual rent increases or to ensure tenants stay at least for another year. If this change comes in, that system will need to go. So ask yourself, do you use fixed terms to manage rent increases? Do you rely on fixed lengths to give you peace of mind over occupancy? How will your communication change if tenants can leave at any time? It's important to shift your mindset now. Start thinking in terms of flexibility and flow, not fixed end dates. If you're finding this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more helpful content like this. We post regular updates on legislation, landlord tips, and ways to make your property portfolio work smarter, not harder. Alright, let's deep dive into the next key preparation step. If periodic tenancies become the norm, communication becomes even more critical. Tenants will have the power to leave with just 2 months' notice, which means surprises could become more common if you're not proactively checking in. So here's what you can do. Build regular check-ins into your management process. Start end of tenancy conversations earlier, ideally 3 months in advance. Don't wait for tenants to bring up problems or plans to move. Create space for open dialogue. Remember, under the proposed legislation, tenants don't have to wait for an end date to go, so you'll need more forward planning than ever. The common concern for landlords is how to manage rent increases if there's no longer a fixed term to mark the review point. Here's the good news. You can still review and increase the rent under a periodic tenancy. You'll just need to follow a different, more formal route, Section 13 notice of the Housing Act. Section 13 allows you to propose a rent increase once per year on a periodic tenancy, giving tenants at least 1 month's notice. Now here's the key. It has to be done in writing and used in the prescribed form. So start using rent review dates as a calendar event in your management process. Prepare your Section 13 forms in advance, especially if you self-manage. Keep a clear paper trail. Timing is everything when there's no renewal date to hang your increase on. You may also want to consider building rent reviews into your tenancy agreements now, while fixed terms are still in place, just to help transition smoothly if the law changes. Now here's the big one, the one I promised at the start. Many landlords are worried that moving to periodic tenancies puts all the power in the tenant's hands. But what if I told you that it could actually give you more control by making you more competitive? Here's the thing, in a market where tenants can move easily, landlords who offer quality homes, fair pricing and great service will be the ones that tenants choose to stay with. Now this is where you get to turn the tables. Think about it, if your property is well maintained, If you respond quickly to maintenance requests, if your rent is fair and reviewed transparently, and if your communication is proactive and respectful, then why would a tenant want to leave? The best way to reduce void periods and keep great tenants in a world of rolling contracts is to be the landlord they don't want to leave. So now's the time to invest in your property presentation, your systems, and your tenant experience, because when fixed terms disappear, loyalty becomes your most valuable asset. To quickly recap, understand what periodic tenancies really mean for you, review your contracts and how you handle renewals, get proactive with tenant communication, learn how to handle rent reviews legally under Section 13, and finally, level up your tenant experience so they choose to stay. Whether or not this bill becomes law tomorrow or 6 months from now, the writing's on the wall. Change is coming, and the landlords who prepare early will be the ones who thrive. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and hit subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you in favour of the rolling tenancies, or do you prefer the certainty of a fixed term? Let me know in the comments below. And just before you go, if you'd like to stay ahead of legislation changes and market trends, we run free quarterly webinars exclusively for landlords. They're packed with insights to help you stay compliant and in control. You can register using the link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.